You're listening to Dr. Troy Munson's Words of Radiance. Now here is Dr. Munson.
Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Troy Munson. Now, you can force change. You really can. But I recommend that you allow the unfoldment of your life to come to you. Because ultimately, who can really see everything? Well, none of us here with our limited intellect. But we do have a guiding principle or a inner guidance or inner voice that is constantly guiding us in all ways. And this particular year was an unusual year because here we are done with the first quarter and the first month. So we're starting May right now. And I knew at the beginning of the year that our word for the year was develop. But I also realized very shortly that there was another word coming. And understanding that, I simply released it and said, well, when it comes, it will come, and I will know. And it was the most unusual thing, the end of April, to all of a sudden have that one word hit me. You know, it's strange because it doesn't even feel quite done this year, but the other word has already hit. And so that word is decision. And I'm amazed, I guess, at the word because I've been one to decide things and know the power of decision and have spoken on the power of decision many, many times. But for this particular, I guess, May on year in 2023, the power of decision hits me because it makes me think of, gosh, way back in 2007, I had heard the story of Hewlett-Packard. Him and his wife live in this tiny home, and they said, well, how do you attribute such rising stardom or the boom of your business at Hewlett-Packard? And he says, well, my wife and I just one day decided that, well, why not? Why not just be great? Why not just go big? And so they made this decision. And at that point, everything started happening. And it is these moments that were hit in our life at sometimes we might be much older, and all of a sudden we just make that decision because we're finally ready. And that decision has so much power and authority behind it that we achieve these levels of greatness that we never knew that we were capable of. And I encourage you at this point that even if you're young or maybe you're older, that sometimes it may be, hey, we want you to develop a little bit more before you make that firm decision. And then when you do, all bets are off. We are going for broke. We are going for greatness, for bigness. And so as I enter this second half of this year, and this word just really rested on me heavily, decision is it. And so I hope in your life, if you're doing the one word each year, that you do let it find you and let it come to you. And every once in a while, you'll find that there may be a year that indeed there might be two words. It is something that is unusual, to say the least. Having done this one word for quite some time and have many other people that are in mentoring groups of mine that are being mentored by similar people that I'm with, and I appreciate bouncing some of these things off of a mentor. And I told him, I said, I really know there's two words this year. And I don't know when that second word is going to hit. And they said, well, that's very unusual. I said, I know. I absolutely agree. And so I hope that you're out there and that this kind of gives you a little bit of peace, that sometimes maybe another word may come to you in the middle of the year, and that now it's time to abide, or at least pay attention and begin to make not some goals, but some decisions about where that new word will take you. So until next time, I hope that helps. I'm Dr. Troy Munson.